occasionally I have actual dreams where there's actual music, and I've sometimes tried to write the music depicted in them. The first time that that was a really tangible, real thing was in a lucid dream, in fact, back in 1985, when I was still an undergraduate at Stanford. And I was doing sleep research, and I had had lucid dreams before. Right around that time, a book came out by a painter who's mostly known for making cover art, a guy named Mati Klarwein. And his work is on old Santana covers like Abraxas and also the albums of John Hassell. Um, they are very energized landscapes. And this book had just come out. In fact, a friend of mine had purchased the book, and I remember being very drawn to the paintings. And soon after that, I had a lucid dream where I was doing one of my sleep concerts. I had been, for about 4 years, I had been doing these concerts all night for sleeping audiences. And some of them were at a place in Berkeley called Shared Visions, which was sort of a meeting place for people to seminars and lectures and things like that for alternate consciousness, for the fringe culture. And in this dream, I was sitting at this place where I had performed before, Shared Visions, and there were 8 or 9 people in a circle discussing shamanism, discussing their dreams, discussing journeying in the dream, and we're showing paintings. And one of the paintings was a landscape of Mati Klarwein's. And I realized in the dream that it was a painting of the Santa Cruz Mountains, which is my home, right here in the Bay Area, and suddenly realized that I was dreaming. And at that moment, I felt a shove from behind. Somebody just pushed me, and I fell forward and flew right into the painting, knowing now that it was a dream, and finding myself flying over the Santa Cruz Mountains right by the coast here, the beautiful San Mateo coastline, feeling, I even get emotional right now remembering the feeling, because it's this ecstatic, just tearfully energized state of being, where I'm feeling the ecstasy of the land coming up towards me, the plants, the chaparral, the hills. There is a knowing, a gnosis in the land, that when we live here, when we have our feet in the soil, it was talking to me. And I was hearing music. And this music was floating clouds of air. It was tuned air. And that lasted for maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds of absolute ecstatic feeling. Woke up, of course, which is often the tragedy in a lucid dream, to have to wake up. And that sound of the music was indelibly etched into me. And I had been working on a new album, which came out in Sweden in 1987. And I had been playing flutes. I had been playing electronics for a long time at this point, and had 4 albums out already. And found a breakthrough in discovering a way to get that cloud of tuned air, which became a piece on the album Numena called The Walled Garden, which the title comes from a Sufi poem from Shabastari. And the idea of the walled garden being this place of ecstasy which is inside of us, and it's accessible to us. And the understanding being that really the metaphor of the Garden of Eden and the fall from paradise is a psychological metaphor, not a religious one. The idea is that paradise is always there and the gate is always open. And we are standing outside of the gate wondering how to get over the wall. And there's these openings, and they're there right in front of us. We just have to walk through.
Hey, thanks for watching. For more great videos on dreams, music, creativity, and much more, make sure to subscribe below by hitting the subscribe button, and also visit dreamsbehindthemusic.com.